okay. It's just a pretty apt piece. It's not specifically the party. It's party stuff. It's more generic. We've got the first of the New Year's Eve coming up, and 1st of January is my 48th birthday. So happy birthday to me, folks. And if I blow my own fucking invisible party horn or trumpet, I do like to do that. I'm not going to party, not with COVID, but COVID, they're trying to decide what New Year's Eve celebrations they're going to have. I'm hoping that the decision will be made that not to cancel it and maybe just have a televised event. That's just my opinion, folks. It's spread too far, this disease, over Christmas, and we can't have that, in my opinion. Anyway, let's see what we have. Party. 18 prismatic squawker blowouts. Yeah, blowouts, the ones that go like that. You can just see all curled up. So we're going to just photocopy the edge of that. We're going to use that one. But basically, yeah, squawkers. Is that what they call them? Party horns. I always thought they were just called party horns. I'm actually thinking we could make this a bit smaller on the horizontal. No, we don't want 100. It's got to be 210, I think. But I'm just not a party person these days. I'm missing a loved one, and that sort of put the mockers on my mood. This is just saying stabilising image. Anyway, that looks interesting. You can just see they're stretched on the vertical. Maybe we could stretch that again, another 400%. But I'm really missing my partner, and it's really just not a party without him. It really isn't. It's just so fucking lonely. It is, it's lonely. I really hate loneliness, but I have to live with it because I fucked up. I fucked up when I was young and foolish and didn't have any idea. And now I fucking pay the price all the time. Every day I pay the fucking price for being an idiot, for being a stupid fucktard. And I'm lonely. I am extremely lonely without this person. There is no fucking party without him. There is none. There is no party. I can't party on my own anymore. I'm fed up with being alone. And I'm trying to get this stuff on the free-to-air TV, on the primetime news. I'm trying to get this out there so I can find my long-lost partner, Luigi, who I don't know where he is. I don't even remember his surname. And this looks interesting. It looks a bit too stretched. Why are we going to use this as a movement piece? But it really does get really, really lonely trying to deal with the fuck of my past. It really does. It really hurts. I'm lonely. I feel ripped off in my life. I feel like I've ripped off. Like I don't have anything worth. I have to fucking live without a loved one. And partying is just such a shallow thing for me anyway. It's not going to work. I'm not a party person as a whole. I like parties, but I like Luigi. I love Luigi. parties to me are just emptiness. Oh, that looks really interesting. Not enough of the green though. The green is on the edge. But basically it does get very, very desolate being without him. It's without Luigi's love. I do love him and I really need to find him, folks. It's like he's a piece of me that's gone missing. I'm missing him, and it's really difficult trying to make something out of this, to try and fight the pain that I have against being alone. I never wanted to be a loner. I never desired to always be by myself. Can't always get all the colours in. Basically, I just get so fed up with the loneliness of everything. I feel so desolate, and I just don't feel like I can be myself 100%. I just need to be with him. I'm just not interested in all the other people, especially other men. I'm just not interested in the other men. Sometimes I find they look attractive, but that's just a momentary lapse. That's not what I love. I love Luigi and I want to make him a happy man. And this stupid occasional thoughts about being attracted to someone else are just a moment. It's not me. I hate it, folks. There's only one person I love, and that's Luigi. All the others can go jump. So I'm trying my best to put this out there. Trying to make it look any good. But Luigi's good looking, and he deserves all of my attention. Okay, let's see how that looks. That looks interesting. It's looking really choppy. It's in an interesting way. Maybe we could use this. Maybe we could take a section out of it. But I really, really miss Luigi. I do. Wondering if we can do another one. Anyway, that looks interesting. Wondering which one we're going to use. Maybe this one. And we're going to enlarge maybe on the horizontal. Okay, let's get going. Okay, so the enlargement. Vertical is going to be 104. Horizontal is going to be 150. So yeah, I really miss Luigi. I don't want another man in my life. I just need him. I need him and his love. That's about it. So that's going to be where the edge of that's going to be. So I'm just going to mark a little notch if I can see the notch. I can't see it through the camera. Trying to see where that notch is. I think it's pretty much it. I'm going to just, hopefully I've got it right. Anyway, I think, yeah, that part there has got to be closer to the edge and we need more enlargement that way. But I really get lonely and it's difficult being on your own all the time, having to deal with the foolishness of my youth constantly looking at me and teasing me and making me feel like I fucked up big time. It really hurts to be alone. It really hurts to be without the one that you truly love. Yeah, that looks interesting. I do think the edge is close to there, and we've got it nicely framed there. Maybe a little bit more across, but I'm really longing to get in touch eventually, so I'm trying my best to present my work as best as I can. I knew this one was going to be a little bit difficult, but it's turned out better, so far better than I thought. Yeah, we've still got that bit there, which is not quite where I want it, but maybe it'll be all right like that. Maybe, wondering if we're going to enlarge that off a bit more. I was thinking of enlarging it off there. Maybe I could, or maybe we could make it a bit bigger. Maybe make it 190. Anyway, that looks better. Looks like I've lost some of this nice stuff at the top. Maybe we could enlarge it a bit smaller. This is going to be a chunker of a demo. I think 180. Yeah, I've had problems on this phone uploading to Facebook. The phone, even on small files, it spits the dummy on this phone. It keeps rejecting the upload and it tries to re-upload. And the big files, I had one big file that went for 19 plus minutes, and I couldn't get it to upload to my Facebook page. And I went to the local telco shop, and he reckons it's the software upgrade. You know, like the ones at Samsung. This is a Samsung phone. Well, it's a shit update, I think, or he thinks. So it's not the phone itself, and that's what happened to my last phone. Was I thought it was the phone, and I had it up. I bought this. I got this phone because for the same reason, and now it's playing up. And apparently, it looks like it's the software update. So whoever programmed this update is a fucking monkey, fucking scratching their armpits and their balls, being paid bananas to make fucking shit. So I hate these fucking monkeys. I wish someone would slap them over the head and tell them to grow a fucking brain or leave Samsung. They don't deserve to work in that sort of high-end work. That's the nerds and geeks. We need more nerds and geeks in control. We don't want these fucktards running our fucking companies. They just make all this shit. YouTube's a shit. All because of monkeys. Lowly paid. Their IQ is less than 120. Fucking idiots. No, we don't want this fucktardery. Over it. I'm sick of these fucktards and the rich people who run these corporations making all this compromise. This is I can't afford to keep updating my fucking phone, or I didn't ask for this. You know, I'm not rich and I'm trying to get this stuff out there on television, and you fucktards at Samsung have produced a shit update. Anyway, that looks really quite nice. I think now we can call this rant over.